I hope I didn't do this wrong. Measuring one's shoulder to boob. Crap. I think I did do it wrong. All right. La-di-da, 13 and a half. Hello! Hi, everybody. What's up? It's Wednesday. It's me, Alicia. I'm live, and I'm just now here back in the studio after a long weekend. And in case you've been, I can't see what they're doing. Hey, man, what's up? What's up, Emma? How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. What's up, Elisa? I'm blue today. And the reason why I'm blue is because I'm trying to inspire myself to work on my rocket launcher. Remember I was telling you guys that I am going to do Jinx for Anime Expo? I've been coming along. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing good. I have a little bit more work on that I have to do like on the color, but I'm getting there. So I was testing out a temporary color. This is actually Boulder Blue. It's Boulder Blue from Splat and Noveltia. So it's like a blend, but it washes out in 10 days. So I don't have to look like a night elf forever. Even though there's really something kind of sexy about looking like a night elf forever. I wouldn't be bad about it. Like the first thing I said when I walked in the studio, and I was like, oh, and I looked in the camera, and I was like, this look requires elf ears. Does it not? It requires elf ears. I think they're a complete look. And also, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Did you guys notice? Who can tell me who's on my Jinx shirt? Is anyone awake and they can tell me who I'm wearing on my shirt today? I'm good, by the way, Emma. I'm just traveling and doing my thing and making way too many costumes. I need to focus. My biggest problem is that it's like that meme where that dude, he's walking down the street with his girlfriend, and he's like, you know the meme I'm talking about? And he's like walking with his girlfriend, and he's like, oh, and looking back at another chick that's walking by, like, and the girlfriend's like, I'm the dude, the girlfriend is the cosplay that I'm supposed to be working on, and the hot chick walking by is every other costume that I see. I'm like this. Oh, meanwhile, I'm supposed to be making like 15 different costumes here. So I need to like focus and zen and like blinders on and stop. Like the list of cosplays I want to do on my chalkboard in my ridiculous, crazy, messed up office is way too long right now. Ooh, ooh, way too long. Anyway, today I actually brought progress on the rocket launcher. You'd be proud of me. I did a little bit this weekend. I brought some of the stuff with me to show you what I've been doing, so you can see how far I've come on it. One thing you have to remember with building, especially weapons in general, is go slow. Start way out. Like for instance, this convention is in July. That's still considered really close. That's still crunch time. But it's not like 2 weeks out. In the beginning of my cosplay, like career, my hobby career of cosplay, I used to start like 2 or 3 weeks out and go insane for 3 weeks. Like in the house, not showering, looking crazy, hair a mess. And people were like, Alicia, why don't you like video or live stream yourself making your costumes? I was like, because I would scare you to death. The way I look right now. What's up, Timothy, Aaron? I see you guys now. What's up? Yes, Jocelyn. She has a rocket launcher. Jinx has a rocket launcher that's called Fishbones. She has another rocket launcher, kind of right here, that's sort of like a bazooka, and that's called Pow Pow. And then she has a small handgun that's called Zap. I'm not doing all of this because I have to walk around a convention. So it's just too many things falling on. I'm walking around a convention with a big rocket launcher and a bazooka, and it's not going to happen. So hey, Angelina, thank you. Hey, Norris. So I'm going to make Fishbones and then Zap. And I'm going to leave Pow Pow out of it. It's just too much. Maybe one day I'll make Pow Pow and then like do a photo shoot with all 3 pieces, and that would be wicked. I like Jinx because she's goofy. And it's bizarre because I like to cosplay characters that sort of play to my like the type I want to be, like Storm and Wonder Woman and Sonya Blade and all the females in the video game Rainbow Six. But my core personality is kind of silly. I don't take a lot of things very seriously. Not things like this, you know, I mean, this is fun. And so when I cosplay characters like Harley Quinn or Jinx, I get to be the Alicia, like the fun part of it. Hi, Rachel, what's up? You looking for the Storm costume you saved? Oh, hi, Brian. Brian, is it the amalgam storm that you're talking about? Oh, yeah, Aaron. Wait, who said that? The shark head is going to be an actual nightmare. Hi, Brett, how are you? Shane. The actual shark head's going to be an extreme nightmare. And the only reason I'm actually doing this is because I want to challenge myself. I want to see if I can do it. And then after I'm done with it, I can check myself in to an insane asylum. Perfect. Jinx has a bunch of tattoos, like on her body, like on her arm. I don't know if you guys know. Most of you are League of Legends people. You know what Jinx looks like. She's pale, but she has like a super weird sort of conglomerate tattoos on her. But I use the word conglomerate. Can I have 5 points? Anyway. She has like a clouds and a bullet and a bunch of other stuff. My friend Chrissy Lynn, who's a makeup artist, I was going to get like the tattoos that you can get them made specifically. Take this down for those of you who do cosplays. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. Are you going to AX? You are, right? Was the glue sticking for the rocket launcher? No, it wasn't. I was playing around with what I was going to use to actually make this thing from. I think I'm going to stick with foam, unless I start feeling like it's flimsy. If I start feeling like the actual build is flimsy, then I'm going to start using thermoplastics. But I'm going to do this out of foam, which means I'm actually insane. Oh, thank you, Marlon. What was I saying before? Wait. This is my ADD thing, so I forgot what I was going to say. Wait. I need like that thing where I can like, what do you call it? The infinity glove, so I can just turn time back, turn around myself. What's up? How are you, Kevin? How are you? Good morning from Germany. What's up? Oh, I'm just seeing you guys. I'm just seeing you guys now on this side. I'm going to make it silver. I'm going to make the rocket launcher silver. I've seen it purple in different colors, but I think silver is where it's going to go. Hi, Guillermo. What's up? Nino. It's the baby. Look, she came today. She did. He said, doggo, and look at the baby. I wish I could bring her like up to the camera. The heat's killing you. It's not. Here's the thing about heat. I like it. Here in LA, it's forgotten out of California. So it's been cold here. But can I walk over there or will I walk off camera? Okay. I want you guys to see the baby. Look at the doodle-doo. Oh, Jocelyn! Thank you. This is why I need you people. Look at the baby. Yes, it is. When I used to stream in the Elite Lounge, she used to run around on the floor and harass people. Hi, Rice King. Jeremy, tattoos. Thank you. This is why I need people. The doodles. Tattoos. A lot of characters have tattoos. Video game characters, mostly video game characters. I don't really know. What superheroes have tattoos? Can you guys think of any? Lulu's always like, what the hell am I doing here? She's always like, this is her perpetual face. Her eyes, she looks at me at the corner of her eye like this. Like sometimes I'll put on those like masks like in the bed when I'm watching Black Mirror or Netflix. And she'll like sit next to me, but then she'll like look at me at the corner of her eye like, what's on your face? Yeah, can you guys think of any not video game characters, superheroes that have tattoos? I think it's mostly video game people that have them. Anyway. Cosplaying video game characters or any characters that have tattoos presents a challenge because that means anytime you cosplay that character, you have to actually get those tattoos put on to be accurate. So like, remember I did Aqua Babe? Hi, Cyber Elf, how are you? Hi, Pascal. Well, Aquaman, thank you. He's the only one, there's the one. When I did Aqua Babe, all those tattoos on my body were hand-painted by my friend Pazure. Hi, Jamie. They were hand-painted by my friend Pazure, so that took 4.5 hours to do. So I was standing in front of him like this, with like, to get completely done up. There are now people, like artists, that make wet and apply tattoos for cosplay. Like on Etsy, there's one really big one. So like if there's a character like Katarina, oh, you saw it? Hey, Courage, how are you? Hanzo. So you can actually buy the tattoos, and they're not that expensive, and you can just have a friend, like, apply them with water. Like on Friday, Brianna's gonna be here. Yeah. Hey, Justin. Yeah, so don't let the fact that a character has tattoos turn you off from cosplaying, because now, like, it's really cheap. You can get them, and they look really good. Like, they blend in with your skin. They don't look cheap, which is what I'm saying. But anyway, for Jinx, my friend Chrissy Lynn is going to do all my tattoos. She's a makeup artist, and she can hand paint, like, anything. So she's going to do all my Jinxie tattoos. I don't know. I know I'm going to get it for Jinx. I get it. Yes, she's going to be here, Erin, your favorite chick. She's going to be here on Friday, hanging out. What's up, Sean? All right, so what's in my L. Hoffer design bag? I started making the projectiles that are actually on the rocket launcher. Jinx has a rocket launcher that sits on her shoulder like this. I'm going to start it. I started it already, actually. This is like a piece of PVC pipe. A PVC pipe from Home Depot. I covered it in, it's like, oh, I did do 2 layers. 2 layers of Evafoam, just glued. This painter's tape on the outside, I'm gonna bring it so you can see close up. It's just me mapping out. This is just where I mapped out like where the pieces will go when I actually make them. This was the most annoying part, and I'll tell you why. Scale. Scale is the thing that will kill you in cosplay crafting for weapons and for armor pieces. Meaning, like, you see in the video game, and you can tell what it looks like on the character, but how big should that knob be in comparison to that fin, in comparison to that tube? And that's where people get like super confused, and that's why sometimes, oh, I wish, Sean. Sean just asked if I'm gonna shoot confetti out of this. Conventions don't allow any projectiles whatsoever. They'll take it away from me. San Diego Comic-Con took my katana 2 years ago. It was a foam katana. I could probably, yeah, they took it away from me, so I was pissed. Hi, here's Tuka, how are you? You are, Jocelyn? Even Edges, that's Stats and God of War. And yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people are afraid. Jeremy, you like Warbler, don't you? So a lot of people are afraid to cosplay characters that have tattoos because they don't want to go through all the crap. You know what I mean? Yeah, just in real life, and IRL, Eva, like, because I have crafting stuff galore. Galore. So with this, I'm reminded of the fact that I've completely bit off more than I can chew. Hi, Alexander, how are you? I did not see Deadpool yet, because instead I went and saw Infinity War again. I had to see it again. Because every time I see an article that talks about something that happened in the movie and I don't remember it like perfectly clear, I have to go back and see it again. The funny thing is the theater was packed. So I guess there's a lot of people who are either re-seeing it or haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I'm sort of confused. It was so good. Infinity War was so good. The feels were right where I needed them to be, and it's like the casting, the actors, everything's so good. It's just what I wanted. But at the end, you know, I'm not gonna like I didn't cry like everybody because I don't want to say anything because remember, I know nothing about, like, I'm not like inside Marvel and like knowing what's coming next. So anything I say is not really a spoiler. It's just my thoughts. Do you remember in Infinity War? Did everybody see it? Tell me now if you didn't see it. I'll give you a few seconds to tell me now if you saw it. Because if you didn't see it, I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, Rachel, hi. Well, I'm playing with colors because Jinx's hair is blue, so I'm playing with colors. Hi, Marlon. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yes, Timothy is telling you. I'm trying to stay in Jinx mood so I can finish this stupid thing. I have a month to finish it. You're late for class by 10? When Deadpool will be in next Avengers? Well, OK. I'm going to assume you all saw it. Hi, Diana. Thank you. Yes, I've seen it 3 times. It's pathetic. In the movie, Dr. Strange says that he was, do you remember this thing? I have to do it right if I'm going to do it at all, OK? I've just figured out 14,030,000. He's trying to figure out all of the possible outcomes of the Avengers fighting Thanos. Do you remember it was something like 14,325,624, something like that? He was trying to think of all the possible outcomes. Remember when he asked me, he said, how many outcomes do we win? Hi, Thomas. And he says, 1. Now, oh, Michael, Michael, I asked you, how come you've not seen Infinity War yet? If you've not seen Infinity War, mute it. Yeah, you can see it a 4th time. I've seen it 3. I've seen it 3. You're definitely cut out if you haven't seen it. If you've not seen Infinity War, cut out. So he's like, 1 possible outcome. So the reason why, when everyone left the theater crying, I won't say why everyone left the theater upset. The reason why I wasn't upset is because, I won't say this, think about what Dr. Strange said at the very, 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 very end to Tony Stark. You might not remember, and if you don't remember, you better go see it again. This is why I have to see movies like Marvel movies. I have to see them 2, 3 times, at least 3 times, so that I can get the nuances out. Yay! What's up, Franny? What's up? Yeah, Javon. My friend Chrissy is airbrushing my tattoos because Jinx's tattoos are kind of blurry. They're kind of blushy. Hi, Benny. What's up, Nancy? Yes, your. You got it. Your. That's it. That's it. That's what he said. Now, the fact that he said that should tell you everything you need to know. If you know movies and you know how superhero comic book stuff goes, the fact that he said that should tell you what's going to happen next. Yeah, exactly. What's up? How are you? Brett, you have to see them both. And Black Panther I've seen like 3 times, and Infinity War I've seen 3 times. So I'm a pathetic comic book fan, but I'm very specific in what comic book lore and storylines I follow. I don't follow them all. Like if you ask me questions about the Suicide Squad and about like even Batman now, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and then X-Men, the Avengers, She-Hulk. Thank you, Jocelyn, that's it. It was the only way. Now, he said that for a reason. And this is why when I watch movies, I say to myself, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a mess. So anyway, you're not a movie person, but you did see Infinity War. Oh, I'm so happy, man. Go back. They're online right now. There are lots of guides where you can actually watch the movies in order if you want. A couple of them are off, but because a couple of them are like concurrent, like Star Trek. But I really liked it. Anything with it. I missed Alexander and I've not seen Xander in ages. Really? Hi, Buttery Numpkins, how are you? So the next movie for me is going to be Deadpool, then Solo, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I happen to think Paul Rudd is the best Ant-Man they could have possibly come up with. If you have not seen Ant-Man, you have to watch. You will laugh the entire time. It's funny, but not in the same way that Wade Wilson is sort of irreverent. Do I have 4 points for using the word irreverent? Deadpool's irreverent, whereas Ant-Man's not really. He's more unassuming, dorky, funny. And then Evangeline Lilly plays the Wasp, which is so cool. I'm such a dork, but I can't stand it. I'm excited. Enough. What? Oh, and also, can I please say how much I absolutely love Spider-Man's Homecoming costume? I mean, maybe not the legs coming out the back, but that shiny suit was badass. I was like, I'm going to order that Homecoming suit just to wear around town. I'm going to wear it to Home Depot. You think I'm lying? I'm getting it. I'm getting it made. It's awesome. Do you remember when Tony's like, you're in space, you're going to run out of air? And he says, you know, Friday, take him home. And the costume he came back. Whoa! He's like, whoa, this is amazing. I was like, yeah, I love it. It looks so good. You did, Rufus? Are you kidding me? I'm so sorry. Yeah, Brett is, yeah, he is. I'm sorry, Rufus. That's horrible. I know what that's like, so I mean, I feel really bad about it. That's terrible. I hope you can be with your family, because Homecoming was really, I think it's the best Spider-Man movie. I agree, Mobius. For me, like, I wasn't a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man person. I thought he's a great actor, but I'm not a Tobey Maguire, but I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He's perfect. Hey, Robbie, how are you? What other movie am I really excited about? Oh, Glass. How could we forget the movie Glass? M. Night Shyamalan. It's going to be so good. I've been waiting forever. When did that movie come out? Unbreakable. Bruce Willis. That was like long, 20 years ago, maybe. 15, 17 years ago. Where's Randy? He's cashing some. Oh, yeah, Randy might be coming later for stories. By the way, it is Wicked Wednesday. I want to remind you guys, at 5:45, I'm going to be reading 3 short stories that I did find online. Toby Brooke, The Roundup, Bad Comic Film. Glass is old. I know. No, Unbreakable was old. But Glass is coming back because they're going to, like, roll out the new Iron Man. So anyway, yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, it's supposed to be more blue. It's supposed to be more blue. I'll get there. Yeah. But I'm glad I did this today because it shows me how much more blue I'm going to need to add because her hair, can we show Jinx again? If you guys remember, can you show Jinx again? And then they can see how blue my hair has to be? Yeah. This is good. It tells me where the light hits my hair. It looks too green. I remember you from the Elite Lounge forever. People on Twitch, years ago, I used to stream on Twitch because I used to play, there were certain video games I used to be in love with, like obsessed. I used to play with Mittens. I used to play Warcraft, of course. But I played Heroes of the Storm. I played Soul Calibur, which is coming back, which reminds me, E3 is like 2 weeks away. Is anybody out there going to E3? Anybody out there going to E3? E3 is a technology convention here in LA, and it is massive. It's like every game company, it's reveals, that's an impossible cosplay. It's basically a really big technology convention. You watch Venom? I'll bring the doll next time, Jeremy, I promise. But anyway, I used to stream on Twitch a bunch of video games. So some people from Twitch might remember that I used to take all of the garbage known to mankind. So when people ask me, like on Twitter, they're like, how do you deal with people who tell you that you're ugly and they hate you and they want you to die? And like this, I was raised on Twitch. That's why, like the anonymous chat in Twitch. I don't know if I'm doing New York Comic Con. Hi, Joanne, how are you? I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Thank you, Lindsay. It's the new workshop. I have a lot more decorating to do. Do you wanna come visit, Lindsay? You should come visit. Lindsay. Lindsay cosplays as well. Alicia's a social justice troll. I'm such a troll. I'm hyper, but I'm the person that will specifically start crap. Like, I'll go into like and you should try it sometimes if you're bored. I do it for sport. I used to be a debate champion. And I used to always choose to debate for the opposition because it's the most fun. You're the person everyone hates, so I used to love that. Fast forward to now, I'll go with like a public page, like a Yahoo page. Exactly. I'll say like something, like I told you guys, I was saying something about like this like thing where you can put alcohol in your bracelet and you can drink it during the day. You can like, so it's basically it's a product you can buy that looks like a bracelet and you can put alcohol in it. And oh my God, well I saw that and people were like, oh my God, this is so funny, and tagging their friends like, oh my God, I can't wait to get one. Oh my God, I'm getting it for Christmas. Oh my God, girl, this is so you. So I wrote, what is wrong with you people? Are you having alcohol problems? Excuse me, if you need to hide alcohol in your jewelry in order to get sloshed at 11:30 in the morning, you have a problem. You need to address that. And I hashtagged it day drunks. 400 comments. People telling me to go choke on a protein shake. That they hated me, and I obviously was not fun at, I obviously must not be fun at parties. Oh, another one I did. It's sport. There was a Yahoo video of like a dog that like had 3 legs. So it was like, you know, a dog had 3 legs. It was like gimp like this. It was so cute. And this guy created like a purse. Hi, Howard. How are you? A purse, shoes, weights. People are hiding your alcohol and stuff. Come on. I was just being a jerk. Whatever. It was a dog that had like a gimp leg, and this guy who's like a crafter made like a little trolley for the dog, so the dog could like move. So it was like running, and I was like, this is so cute. So of course I saw everybody commenting on it. I roll up in the thread and I said, this is so adorable and so heartwarming and such an amazing distraction from the idiot that's in the White House right now. Oh boy! Woohoo! Let me just sit down. The crap that came for me. That's all I said. I just said this is such an amazing distraction from the idiot we have in the White House. I knew it was coming, and it did. It came for me like an avalanche. And I was like, people were like, who are you, you ugly bitch? I find it extremely entertaining. So for a couple weeks, I'd wake up every morning with my coffee and get on my laptop, literally every morning, notifications. I never say anything back either. I just let it go. Oh, no, it wasn't a wheelchair. It was like a little scooter thing. It was so cute. What? Oh my God. You guys, this is my problem. You guys are so much fun to talk to that I literally run through my time. What the hell is wrong with me? We're doing creepy reads in 10 minutes. Wick 3? I liked Wick 1 and 2. I liked them both. So if there's a Wick 3, I'd be really happy. Adrienne Palicki's in that movie, and I think that was a really great redemption from her coming off of the Wonder Woman thing in 2011. So it was awesome. Hi, Daniel. All right. One thing I wanted to mention I thought was really funny, we talked about this on Facebook. A couple people asked me, what? You're hilarious. Hi, Alex. So you minimize your stupidity, report people for being annoying, it's offensive. That's what it is. People have aggression they want to get out. People, oh no, Howard, I have a Facebook stream at the same time, so I'm seeing comments from both, from you guys and comments from Facebook as well. But I do talk to myself as well. I do both. A few people were asking me what the whole like beef that was going on between. There's a video game called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds by a company called Bluehole. It's created by, and there's another game called Fortnite that's by Epic Games. And I posted on my Facebook that PlayerUnknown's Pugby, nicknamed Pugby, is suing the game Fortnite, calling like copyright infringement or whatever, IP, something, something, because Fortnite is like a battle royale style video game. And for those of you who don't know what a battle royale is, it's basically dumping people in a game and it's like fight to the death. The reason why the lawsuit is happening, yes, Aaron, you got cut off story time last time? Are you sure? I'm sorry. Yeah, we do have time constraints, so we can't go completely over. Mobius, I know Mobius's name does look familiar to me. The algorithm hides some stuff, it drives you crazy. A lot of people have moved on from, but I'm trying Twitch, so we'll see what happens. Basically, this is why PUBG, which was the big game of last year, is suing Fortnite. The reason why it's happening is because Fortnite, hey, what's up, Timothy? Fortnite is created by a video game company called Epic. You just heard about it, Justin? Yep. Epic licensed a game engine to the company that made PUBG, Pugby, PlayerUnknown Battleground. Pugby did so well that Fortnite then said, Epic then said, hey, we're going to create our own game that's kind of like that. So basically, Pugby is like, wait a second. We licensed the engine from you. We created a game around that engine that's like amazing, and now you're doing this. So that's where it all comes from. I just don't know how successful it's going to be, like a lawsuit. But it is like the talk of the week. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of battle royale games. What about H1Z1? But I think that Pugby is mostly upset because they literally got the engine from the company that created the game that is basically ended their game. People still play Pugby, but Fortnite is the game of the year. It's the game everyone's playing right now, blah, 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 blah. It's the battle royale game everyone's playing right now. It's free to play, blah, blah, this other stuff. But there are plenty of games that are just like that. Hey, George, what's up? Yeah, we're early now. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're at 5 o'clock. Make sure you guys are here on Friday also because Utah May Cosplay is going to be here visiting the studio and stuff like that. And then I out-talked myself. You guys know that we have to get used to talking, but the Battle Royale feature is new, Jevin. That's what they're having problems with, basically. Another thing I wanted to mention, these are things I have to get out before I start talking to you guys. Because, you know, we used to stream for like 3 hours because we talk all night long. They're all reskinning. Exactly. There was a game that was released by Valve, which is kind of surprising. But it was on Steam for like all of 2 weeks. And it was called Active Shooter. Did you guys hear about that video game called Active Shooter? Anyone? Anyone? No one heard about it? Of course they'd be jealous because everyone's playing Fortnite now. I mean, I'm not playing it, I refuse, but everyone's playing it. Hey, what's up, LaShonda? Are you at the gym? Hi, Adrian. What's up? Anyway, Active Shooter was a video game that came out for like, I really don't know how long. But it was on Steam for limited release, and Steam just pulled it yesterday because a bunch of mom squads and social interest groups petitioned to get the game taken down. Basically, Active Shooter was a game where you could play an active shooter at a school. Hi, Thomas. You could play an active shooter in a school. You could be a student in the game, and your job is to hide from the active shooter. You could be a teacher, and your job is to help people get away from the shooter. Or you could be the shooter himself. You could be the shooter himself. So what happened was a lot of people were like, oh, hell no. So Steam just pulled it yesterday, so it's gone. It's gone. Remind me on Friday. Friday I'm going to have, it's a troll developer, Angel, you think? I'm sure. And then it says, yeah, so it's gone. Steam pulled it. Remind me on Friday to go through a bunch of this other stuff that I have not yet gone through because the little foam parts in here I have to show you guys, but this is kind of a detailed sort of thing. So I'm catching up with you guys because we have the whole weekend away from each other, but I have to read now. I know, I agree. What's up, Thomas? How are you? It's Wednesday, which makes me happy. Woo! 2 days have gone by. There are 2 days left in the week. I want you to let all the stress and pressure just roll off your shoulders. Are you letting it roll off your shoulders or not? Yes! Lulu one day she'll be able to join us. What? Yeah, it was, I actually don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. And inhale up. Are you inhaling? And down. Inhale up. And down. Grab your loved ones, your jammies, and your corgis, because it's time for creepy reads. The game is a joke, the victims is... I think that a couple of victims' rights groups, I mean, everyone was protesting it, but I do know for a fact that a couple of victims' rights groups were like, what are you people smoking? I like weirdness, though. That's what Wednesday is for. Wednesday is for the weird. I found a new app. It's called Shout Around, and it's on the App Store, and it kind of helps you to organize your convention stays. If you know, like when your convention, especially the bigger ones, and you can't find people. Now you can. What's up, Daniel? Hi, Sadie. How are you? All right, today I have 3 stories for you. What? They're very short. And these are obviously from the internet. Sometimes the author is listed, other times they're not. I love at night when I'm at home in my bed with my beauty masks on and finding scary stories online. Man lives in the sunlit world that he believes to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. It's called Shout Around, Jocelyn. Okay. The first story I'm reading, I'm not going to read that one first. Oh, the first story I'm reading. Everyone get in the mood. It's called Red Robe. Our girl traveled to the country on a holiday. She decided to stay in a really cheap hotel to save money. When she got to her room and started to unpack, she realized that the receptionist had given her room 66 on the 6th floor, which is like 666. While she was unpacking her things, she heard someone knocking on the door to her room. She opened her door, but no one was there. She poked her head out the door and said, "Hello?" But nobody was outside. The girl, "It's probably just my imagination," she said, and went back to the unpacking. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door again. This time when she opened the door, there was a woman standing right outside the door, wearing a red robe. The woman was crying and shaking. She looked scared. She told the girl, "I accidentally locked myself out of my room. I'm just having problems with my husband. I just want to kill myself. I can't take it anymore." The girl felt sorry for the strange woman. And she said, look, come in my room and sit down. I'm going to go down to the front desk and get some help. However, when she took the elevator down to the lobby, it was empty. She didn't see anyone at reception. So she sat there ringing the bell on the desk, like, where is the receptionist? Finally, the receptionist came back, and the girl said, hey, can you help me? There's a woman outside my room. She's kind of freaking out. She said she's been locked out of her room by her husband. Can you help me? The receptionist said, what are you talking about? We only have one guest staying on this 6th floor, and that's you. Well, that can't be true. Can you check your book again? Oh, the receptionist said, you're not going to believe this story, but it's true. There was a horrible tragedy on that floor. A few years ago, a woman was staying there. She was in her room, 67 on the 6th floor. The room across from the room you're staying in today. She and her husband split up, and she flipped out saying she wanted to commit suicide. But in her madness, she decided that she wanted everyone to die along with her. So she put on a white robe, picked up a shotgun, and went from floor to floor shooting everyone. There was so much blood everywhere, and she was insane. Her white robe was stained red, so when the cops finally came, they referred to her as the woman in the red robe. But ever since that day, I will say that guests who've stayed on your floor say they see her from time to time. The girl was speechless. What are you talking about? Why would you put me on that? What is going on here? The receptionist just smiled and walked up from behind the desk. She pointed to a red stain on her own stomach and said, see, look where she shot me. Everybody's dead. Yeah, no, done. How am I doing? Time-wise, how am I doing? Clack down? All right. Next story. You never know, man. What happens in these hotels? You know what I mean? We don't know. They're not beholden to tell us what happens in the hotel because we're not buying the place. If you're buying the place, by law, you have to disclose if somebody died. It's by law. Or you can literally say the sale never happened. The hotel better have a continental breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You pooped your pants already. No, Addie. This one's called Pet Cat. You're going to want to listen to this one from the beginning. A few months ago, my parents moved to a small village. I had to go to a new school and make new friends. The house next door was owned by a crazy old lady. Every day, I'd see her outside, sitting on her porch, her hands wrapped around and petting an imaginary cat. And she would be talking to it and stroking that imaginary cat all day long. At first, when I saw her, I did think it was a cat, the way she was acting with it. But then I realized there was never anything in her lap, ever. She was just holding her hands up and stroking and talking. Sometimes she would grimace, but for the most part, she just sat there petting her imaginary cat. Then I started to feel bad. Maybe I was being judgmental. I mean, maybe the old woman had a cat that she was really in love with, and maybe it died. And that's her way of coping. And so she goes outside every day and sits on her porch and pets her imaginary cat. And who are we to make fun of her, right? I decided to leave her alone after that. But one night, I was sleeping soundly in my bed. I woke up and felt something hairy touching my leg. I jumped off the bed, waking up like, what the hell was that? Just then, I noticed a shadow move out of the corner of my eye, and it ran across the room. In retrospect, when I started thinking to myself, what just happened, I thought maybe it was like, maybe a cat got in the house or something, but what was weird about it was that the thing didn't really crawl away. It rolled away. Hi, Quentin. The thing just rolled away. I thought that was strange, but maybe I don't know, maybe I just imagined things. I mean, it was late at night, who knows? I went and glanced out my window in my bedroom. The crazy old lady was standing outside my window. She was standing on the sidewalk, under the streetlight. Her eyes were wide, and she was looking directly at me through my window. I was so scared that I jumped back from the window, like, what the heck? The old woman smiled at me and walked back to her own house. I tried to calm down and said, oh my gosh, tomorrow morning I'm going to go over to that woman's house and kick her butt. I decided to walk over her house the next morning. As usual, she was sitting on her porch, calmly petting her invisible pet. I wanted to give her a piece of my mind. Excuse me, what were you doing last night? What was happening? The old woman looked at me and said, why did you get scared? Why did you run away? I started to get a sick feeling in my stomach because I realized I was talking to someone that wasn't really all there. I thought to myself, maybe I'll just start running. And I just shook my head and went to school. A few days later, my father started a conversation with an old man who lived in the village his whole life. My father told the old man he was talking to what happened with me and how I'd woken up in the middle of the night and saw that old woman staring at me through my bedroom window. The old man told my dad that the woman had spent 40 years of her life in an institution because when she was young, she and her husband had lived together in that house. According to the old man, the old woman thought her husband was cheating on her. Then one night, she caught him with another woman. He apologized and she forgave him. But when they went to sleep, the old woman went out to the shed and found his axe. And while the man slept, hacked her husband to pieces. The last part, and the only part she saved, was his head. When the police came to find the old woman, to haul her off for being insane, they found her sitting on her porch, the old man said, calmly, covered in blood and bits of skin and guts but calmly petting her husband's head in her lap with a smile on her face. What? Yeah, a madhouse, like an institution. People are crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. People are crazy, people are crazy, people are... Last one. Short story, 3 minutes. Excuse me, no one said what's on my shirt today. I'm feeling no love. Who is on my shirt today? Probably Rachel, she probably did. No waste. Last story. It's called The City. These are all life lessons, exactly. Yes, it's Sylvanas, of course. This is called The City. Last story. One day, there was a new kid in my class. Nobody knew who he was. He didn't have any friends, and he didn't talk to anybody either. He would just come to class, sit in his chair, and sometimes put his head on his desk. I wondered if something was wrong with him. Hey, I know what it's like to be the new kid. Are you okay? Did something bad happen to you? I'm just trying to reach out because I know what it's like to be the new kid. The boy looked at me and started shaking. I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, don't worry. I'm an ally. Consider me an ally. I was once the new kid. I can talk to you, he said to me. I said, of course you can talk to me. The boy looked wary of me, but I wanted to make him feel comfortable. I mean, everybody needs at least one friend in school, right? He let out a long, deep sigh and began to talk. A month ago, something happened that really disturbed me. I was sitting in my room playing video games. Something fell on my head. When I looked up, there was a hole in the ceiling above my head, like a big hole. It was leading to my attic. I thought maybe I was so deep into the game that I didn't notice the ceiling was falling down. I mean, the house is old, so I decided to go up into the attic to investigate. So I went and got my mom's flashlight, sit on a chair, and I climbed up into my attic. I had forgotten how big the attic in this house was. It was massive. I just started shining the flashlight around to see what maybe caused the floor of the ceiling to cave in above my head. But all of a sudden, I couldn't see any walls or the roof. It felt like the darkness in my attic stretched out forever. So I just began walking forward with the flashlight. But then the flashlight died on me, and I was surrounded by darkness and immediately scared, like, what's going on? So I started looking for a way out, like maybe like the hole that was leading to my bedroom, anything. But I realized, where am I in this attic, and why does it feel so strange in here? I began to panic because it was so dark and my eyes weren't adjusting and I couldn't see anything. What's going on here? I thought to myself. Mom, Dad? But then I saw a faint glow in the distance. It was far, but it was definitely a light. So relieved, I followed it. I knew it must just be the hole from the ceiling in my room, and I was excited to get out of that massive attic. I couldn't explain what just happened. But as I got closer, I realized it wasn't the light from my room. It was a city. I was looking at a huge city in my attic, an entire town. Like streets and people and things. I didn't know what to do, so I just started walking toward the city. It just drew me. I didn't understand. I thought maybe I was sleeping or maybe I was dreaming, but all of a sudden I found myself in that town. I found myself in the city. At this point, the boy started shaking again. I realized that I must be talking to a crazy person, so I sort of just patted his back, saying, maybe you should talk to somebody? I tried to console him, because I was like, maybe he's just one of those strange people that, you know, in one slice short of a whole pie. Well, you're okay now. I mean, you're here, and, you know, everything was fine, so you obviously made it, you know, I'm sure that was scary, but everything's okay now, right? He looked up at me, shaking, and with tears running down his face. He shook his head and said, "You don't understand. I still haven't found a way out of here yet." I bet you didn't see that coming. Anyway, dang it. I wish sometimes that's like actually adapted from a Japanese story. Hi Candace, how are you? It was adapted from a Japanese story. I wish they would include the authors of these, because some of these are just so damn good. Some of these are so damn good. What's up, Kanga? All right, so Friday at 5 o'clock, Utame Cosplay is going to be visiting the stream. She's going to be here, and we're going to be talking about Anime Expo and a few other things, and blah, blah, blah. And maybe we'll try to semi-cosplay, we'll see. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today, because I like talking to you guys, and we definitely go overboard, but that's okay. All right. So make sure you're here, 5 o'clock on Friday. Thank you for coming out, Twitch people, and my squad on Facebook. What's up? I'll see you guys on Friday. I'll see you freaks on Friday, 5 o'clock. Talk to you later.